Let's give you some more names, and you tell me what the probabilities are, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so we talked about Chovy. Second name is Rekkles.
80%. Let's see. This is again 70% LEC. No, 80% LEC. 80% LEC. Most likely Fnatic if he sells in the LEC. You ready for this, Arda? Want the 20%?
Mm-hmm.
LPL.
LPL.
Huh. I've heard a few things of, maybe some LPL teams looking at Rekkles. Rekkles has been on the record saying he wants to end his career in China. He loves China. The fans love Rekkles. He wants to play in the LPL at the end of his days. He's gone to back-to-back, he's been to a World Finals in 2018, now back-to-back quarterfinals. He's a free agent now. LPL is going to be looking at him. There's so many teams. He is obviously a player that was one of the best AD carries at the entire tournament this year. He is still in peak form. He still looks like one of the best AD carries in the world. I think LPL could happen. If I had to put money on it, I would say he's staying with Fnatic. They will find a deal to make their franchise player stay. He'll either that or he'll stay on the LEC on another top team. But I don't think LPL is out of the question. I do not think it's out of the question. There's rumblings. There's already been a precedent of him saying he would want to go there to end his career. He wants to play in the LPL one day. And what better chance to do so than right now, when he feels like he's a barrier of quarterfinals, where he's kind of stuck in this kind of stagnation of just going to top 8 every year, not making it back to the finals, moving over to an LPL team, changing it up. I think it could happen.
What is the history of Western players in the LPL?
0.
That would be unprecedented.
He'd be the first European player. There's been talks before of like Forgiven going to the LPL or the LCK. There's been times where it's been brought up, even like Rekkles before going to the LPL or but it would be, I believe, if I'm mistaken, I don't believe so, it would be the first time a Western player would start for a LPL franchise. And I'm not saying it's the most likely option, but I think it's definitely an option on the table, Arda.
Okay, that's interesting. That would be a really cool storyline if that were to happen.
Fun. It would be really fun. He'd make so much money and get so much ad deals. Like, oh my God, he'd be in like 12 McDonald's commercials. He'd be in a GQ commercial. Like, Rekkles would live his best life in China.